Hi, welcome guys to another video. Today I'll be showing you how to basically kind of edit your game, or basically showing you the buttons or stuff like that, how to build or stuff like that. So you gotta press build, the button I just pressed on. Now thumbnail ID, you gotta go to Roblox Decal, DECAL, and then you will have to go and search up on, not all of them will work on Retro Studio. I'm just gonna search up noob. Sometimes you might have to go back a number or so, if it's 25, let's just say, then 24, or maybe a couple numbers behind if it doesn't work. But yeah, then you gotta copy asset ID and paste it into the thing, and description, hi, you could just do whatever you want. Hashtag old, time period, I'm just gonna do mid 2015. Max period 5. You could also save settings. You always have to save and stuff like that. Sometimes things won't save on Metro Studio booster items. So some people could go Blacksy Cola or other options. Allow gear if you want people to get from the avatar store, the store, and bring it into your game weapons or stuff like that, which I usually say no. So yeah. Then copy that. You could disable this will allow anyone to copy your plays private. Enabling this will allow people make it private. Solo servers, disabling this will make it from where people can't create solo servers. So yeah, make sure to always save settings. So yeah, once you're done with something, I did it in this video somehow. You could create badges, create game passes, create dev products. I'll get to that later on. I don't really know how to. And never archive place, never. Okay? You could shut down current servers. Archive place basically kind of destroys it. But yeah, I didn't save, sadly. Womp womp. Shut down server basically kind of takes everyone out of the game. So yeah. Then you gotta press edit so you can edit your game. And I'll be teaching you guys all the buttons now. You can press toolbox. That's where you can get stuff houses, cars, other stuff like that. So I'll be showing you how to do that. You gotta press search. And you can press house. You can get whatever you want. Not everything because this is old Roblox, but you could get a lot of stuff. So you could get a car. But yeah. And spawn. Yeah, you could get a spawn. You could get a lot of stuff, I guess. Then once you press that button, it basically takes you to spawn. The first one where you play and stuff like that. Then you press that button to stop it. Play here. It makes you play wherever you were incident. And then this just makes you play wherever you were incident without a character. The first one basically shows what would happen in game, the actual thing. So yeah. Now I'm just gonna delete everything. You just gotta press delete if you're on computer, or the scissors if you're on mobile and stuff like that. But yeah, that button where you can get stuff, explore, it's basically, and properties is where you can edit stuff and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna make gray spray blue, you wanna, and it makes it blue. So yeah. But yeah, now I'm gonna close out of those two. That's basically where you can it shows what's happening in game. If you start the game, This is where you can add people, so you gotta add their username. I'm just gonna put Y. It gotta be a person who's played Retro Studio, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Chat is where you can like chat with other people if they're in the same game editing with you. Then you can like chat with them. I'm just gonna say hi, subscribe. Sorry if the quality's kind of low, by the way. Anyways, yeah, those are the buttons. Now if you wanna, oh yeah, so I'll show you how to get a part now. And this is how you get a part. You search a part. There's 2 ways to do this, by the way. You basically make sure you're on workspace and part in there, and you press it, and now you have a part. See? This, you could edit the part, like change properties or stuff like that. But yeah. Now there's another way in Toolbox. You gotta have properties open. You could insert that one or the other one right there. Either of those two might work. Now you gotta like edit it to like whatever color you want. I'm just gonna do the regular color. Make sure like it's anchored, I guess. But anchored if you don't want it to like fall from the sky or something. It's hard to explain. If you press transparent 1, then it will make it disappear. If you do O.5, then it will have to make it disappear. Kind of like a glass or stuff like that. And 0 will not make it disappear. Anchored is, I sometimes put it on. I guess I kept, I don't know what I did. Yeah, I didn't keep it on. Oh yeah, I was trying to show that, what anchored would do. So basically, it's fine. It'll stay on the base plate or whatever is already anchored. But if you like drop it from the sky, watch this. It's basically kind of like gravity or stuff like that. That's kind of what anchored is. Or it won't fall. But if you keep it anchored, then it will not fall. But if it is not anchored, it will fall. Gravity or stuff like that for anchored. You can think of it as that, and that's what I just copy and paste. Oh, so you could press commands. I'll say more in the video. You keep it with can collide off and anchored off if you want it to like be destructible or stuff like that, but you gotta stack it up on blocks. But never press Alt-Shift, that deletes the blocks once you get in game. But yeah, and if you keep those on, then basically it's where you cannot destroy it. You can collide and anchor. So I'm gonna turn them off again for some reason. Oh yeah. And if you press Alt-Shift and go in game, I think it deletes the other one. I don't know. I don't know what I did. But I know it does delete something, so just never really. Yeah, it did delete it. See, once you go back into there, so you never want to press Alt-Shift. That's like a self-destruct button. If it's on, then keep it on. Don't press it twice. But yeah. These are like the tap surface, so you can edit it. I put on studs, so it looks kind of like just like that. And then that button right there, that's how you like size stuff. I'll get more into that. But this button is where you can like drag around for select. This is move parts, so you can like move it around or stuff like that, or like up and down. But yeah. And then for the size part, you could size it up, like wherever you want it to go. This one's pretty used kind of often, so yeah. And then this one is where you can like rotate it. So if you want it to be like I don't know, Leaning Tower of Pisa, then you could just kind of like mean it or stuff like that. I'll twirl it around the world, around the world. But yeah, you could do stuff like that. I don't know why I was just singing. But yeah, I'm just gonna size it just like that one, sorta. I forget what I sized it to. Anyways, that button is scissors. It will destroy it. You copy right there and then paste. So those two buttons for that, the scissors destroys it. So yeah, or backspace. Or no, I mean delete. See, scissors self-destructs it. Oh wait, I didn't do it. Okay, whatever. Yeah, there you go. See, that's how you self-destruct it, sorta. Then those buttons kind of like undo and redo stuff. By the way, all the buttons will not kind of like be on your screen because I kind of paid for these buttons. But yeah, not really paid, but I got Robux with it. Anyways, this is like where you can paint stuff, so you could do like this type of stuff. See? So basically, that's the paintbrush. That's the undo button. But yeah. That's kind of the lock button, so if you press something that's not locked already, then you can't really touch it. I kind of didn't go through these buttons yet, sorry. And see, you can't do anything with it. And you can unlock it by pressing it again, and now you can press it. So that's basically the buttons for that. That's also the same thing, locked. You could do either which way. I'd say the one on properties is better. See, and you could only do it really on Explore. If you find a part, then it won't be like you can unlock it or stuff like that. But yeah, and that's how you basically change textures. I don't know why it kind of looks like that. I think they updated it, sort of. It looks a little different, I think. But yeah, I kept testing it, but you could do it on kind of anything. I don't know what I did next. Those parts I won't really go through that much. These parts are kind of just for like if you want to make it smooth, but there's different ways and properties to do it. Kind of like that. If you want to make it like that, it's kind of just like making texture, not really textures, but if you know what I mean. There's a bunch of buttons here. You gotta save phrase always, maybe like 2 times or so. You could publish praise, and you could also copy praise. I don't know how you do that. So. Those are kind of the same things. Select all. You could select all, and you could kind of do whatever you want with it. So it's pretty fun. Lock all. That's pretty useful. I use that pretty lot. Well, I mean unlock all, just in case if something's locked or Those stuff I'll get into maybe later. You can type in a username. I'm just gonna insert me. Actually, no, it gotta be players who actually play the game. I don't know why I did that. I was trying to insert me. Okay, I think now I do it. I know you have yourself in the game. If you insert your username, then you could insert yourself as long as you create the page. Yeah. Or other friends or stuff like that. You could ungroup stuff. All those buttons I won't really get into, but you gotta kind of pay for those. now I just made that model so you can like do that type of stuff there. Yeah. Yeah, I think I had now went over those buttons. They're pretty useful. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna be showing you that, like, I'm just gonna do like using all the stuff we learned how, basically building a house. So yeah, you don't have to watch this part. You can click off by this point, but if you want to see, you can. Also, by the way, for the sake of time, I won't cover the other side. Okay, so now we have a house, but I didn't cover the other side, like I said, just for the sake of time. And also, yeah, you can destroy it now because if you have collisions and anchored off, I'm pretty sure you can do that. Actually, yeah. And yeah, that's basically how you do it. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video and see you guys in the next one, and bye! Also, you can't really do it to the player. I think you might have to make like a health thing. But I'm not in scripting, so I don't know.